Last time on Trials of Mana.
Evening, Mr. Tucker. And I'm just like, how do you know my name? And he's like, I see many things, like a garage door opening next door that's going to ruin this scene.
Yeah, I remember you guys telling me about that one.
And we just stop and turn at the guy opening.
Episode 20, Rematch.
The journey continues. Welcome back to some more of Trials of Mana. You okay? Oh my.
I just had a moment. Sorry. Right before we started recording, you turned and you said your line of what you wanted to say. And then the mic went on and you said something different. And in my head, I just went, that's not on the script. You said this on the script.
Okay, we want to do this now. To where like every time you're recording voiceover.
I don't follow the script
I follow
well.
the script just to make sure like where we are time-wise and stuff like that.
And I don't always say what's on the script.
And I go, hey, can you say what's on the script? And you're like, hey, can you eat a dick? And I'm like, hi! Good choice.
So now you just don't follow the script.
Nope, we don't.
You just let me do me.
Yep, just let you do you, and then 3 minutes later you come out.
I know. So like whenever I'm in the booth, I'm sure you can probably tell a huge difference from listening to the Gaming Cats and Dogs versus like the scripted videos.
Yeah.
Of like when I'm in the booth, I just get really winded.
Yep.
And like I start to shake like a chihuahua.
Yeah, and your voice like
I sound like I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like every paragraph I have to stop and like come out of the booth and be like
Or like you said when you were recording today's script.
Oh my god.
You said, if I'm ever cold, put me in here.
And tell me to record something. I'll warm up. I was like sweating. There was like sweat dripping down my face.
Alright, so anyways, we stocked up at the oasis, and now we're going to continue through the burning sands and into the Fiery Gorge.
Fiery Gorge. I like the Fiery Gorge. It's a rough area.
Yeah, it is.
But I liked it.
It's one of the harder areas in the game because like there's environmental traps.
Yeah.
So it's not just the enemies, like watch where you step, watch your timing, because fire's gonna spurt.
Yeah. But I don't know, I think it might be because I played on easy.
Okay.
Like I still had those same things, but it was probably a lot less difficult.
Don't worry, I'm gonna beat up these ducks. Duckies!
We just wanted to talk about your life insurance!
Listen.
Is he a goose?
Surprised.
Yeah, he is a goose.
Yeah, he's a goose. That used to be Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised more RPGs don't have like swans.
Swans are fucking mean.
Yeah, those are scary.
Oh my god,
monsters.
they're so mean. They're ridiculously territorial. So if you like go anywhere near their territory, they like flip their head upside down and like hiss at you.
Yep.
And they have teeth, and it's just really weird.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
Yeah, you told me they have teeth. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, they
and I
have
looked it up,
teeth.
and I'm just like, oh shit.
They're terrifying. I was chased by a swan when I was little, and just never again.
There's videos of like them attacking people, and like it looks funny.
It does look funny
But
just
in
because.
the moment, apparently, it's
Well, like, I feel
terrifying.
like anyone being attacked by a bird, it just looks funny.
Well, yeah, because you're flailing about.
Yeah.
just all
But
over
like,
you, "Rawr."
birds can be dangerous.
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah. Like when you think of dangerous birds, you think
Yeah.
of falcons,
yeah, like
eagles,
like predatory
vultures.
birds. Well, there was a vulture on the way to work. That cemetery that we pass
You've
going
told
to
me.
work, there was a vulture there eating a dead deer, and I was like, oh my god! I had to stop the car for a second. I was like, am I seeing this?
Stop the car, send a snap.
I didn't even think to send a snap. I just had to like stop and make sure I was actually seeing it. I was like, oh my god, that thing was huge.
Be like that. That's a vulture, right?
Well, like I used to see vultures out west in like Nevada and California. We would see them all the time. But they were always from like afar. Like I never saw one up close.
Same. Yeah, I've only
But
seen
I literally
vultures
like
afar,
drove
from afar.
past this one, and it could have looked into my car window, like sitting on the ground. If he like put his little head up, he would have been looking in my window.
Oh yeah, they're big birds.
So are hawks.
Hawks are big.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big hawks were too.
Hawks are always like, make sure the kitties are inside.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to see a hawk. Even though your cats are like nice and poofy, they ain't gonna.
Well, that was the thing when Monster was still alive,
Uh-huh.
and I had that table in the kitchen. I was on the phone with a friend, and I heard all the cats just chirping. You know that like little like.
Yep.
Okay, so they were all doing that, and I was like, "What is going on?" So I went into the kitchen, and all of them were on the table, and they don't get along with each other.
Right.
So it was weird to see all 4 of them on the table together,
Yeah,
chirping.
the only other time they did that was when we got the electric blanket. And
Yeah,
Just like,
and they were like,
truce.
truce to stay warm. And I looked up, and just sitting right on the fence, directly outside the window, looking into the house, was this hawk, and he had to be at least 3 feet tall.
And he was like,
Yeah, he was looking at the cats, and they're all chirping at him, and I'm like, oh my god, go away! Get out of here! Shoo! Like, the raccoon's already broken. I can't lose my cats to a goddamn hawk while they're inside. I was freaking out just a little bit.
oh, I can imagine.
Because again, like, I knew that we have a family, like, we still
'Cause that
have
hawk
them.
was probably like breakfast.
Yeah,
Second
lunch.
breakfast,
Yeah.
lunch, dinner.
Milo-
Milo looked at Milo. and
Milo's
was
a
just
snack.
Like,
They're like,
finger
that's
food."
like a toothpick. I mean, it'll be
Yeah.
fine. But we have a family of red-tailed hawks that live in the backyard.
Oh shit.
And it's really funny because at the back of our house, we have a sun porch, which is just like a glass enclosed porch.
Yep.
Full of windows. And whenever I was younger, growing up, we always knew when the hawks were there because the birds would go crazy.
Okay.
And we would just have like oily bird prints on the outside of all the windows from them
Gotcha.
like scattering.
Yeah.
Oh, the amount of dead birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the cats are inside cats.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be walking Wesker and he just looks up and there's Bubka
Well,
flying away.
goodbye, Boca.
Well, that's one way to get rid of her.
Goodbye, world. I know the newest threat to that cat is you better behave or else you're gonna go live with Mama. Mm-hmm. Which is my grandmother, who has a lot of cats.
Yes, she does. She is the stereotypical cat lady.
Yes. Like, they moved from, like, a 20-room house into a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
I think it has, like, 5 rooms total.
Yep. Each room has like 7 cats.
Oh, my God. They moved into that house with 22 cats. They are now down to, like, 8 cats. Because they've been there for quite a few years. And the cats have slowly, like, gotten old and started to die. We were all really upset when they decided to get a dog. Because they had 20 cats, and then they were like, we adopted a dog. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they love their animals, though. They take care of them.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not my life.
Yeah. I don't know if I could handle anymore.
Speaking
what I
of
have.
annoying birds, these agatrices, they're the ones that have the petra bee.
Yeah, they're
They'll
dangerous.
petrify you and you won't know what happened until you got a game over screen.
I love that Charlotte pulls out her nunchucks with a giant smile.
Yep.
Ha! Time to kill some bitches! Gonna make an omelet!
Careful with the way the sand moves.
Yeah.
Charlotte's like, I'm going. I'm trying.
Kevin's like, I'll eat it! I'll eat the sand!
Figure this shit gotta be hot as hell on his feet.
Aw, he does have little bear feet. Well, he has little dog feet. Big dog feet.
Yeah. He probably has like hobbit feet. To where like they're
Nice thick soles.
Yup. Where he'll be a-okay. Like, I used to have pretty good feet because, like, I had a gravel driveway and I'd
Yeah.
be stubborn and not wear socks, so I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
after a while of doing that, you just get numb to it.
I mean, like, you see what it looks like outside the house. Like, I never wore shoes as a kid.
I believe it. Oh, who do we have here?
See, though, I'm really clumsy, so it was always a trip to the hospital for this is a broken toe.
Ah, Belladonna, Bil
That's a
and
fractured
Ben.
foot.
And Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Stitches needed here.
You probably don't know who we are.
I know.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I keep forgetting how hard she backhands her.
Prove your usefulness. Bill,
Damn! Keep the pimp hand strong, Belladonna.
this is your last chance.
Pow. Alright, so this is a rematch with Bil and Ben. This battle is actually easier than
You'll
the
have
last
to
one.
face us.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't.
they're not a hard
Yeah,
battle.
I don't remember this one.
Behold
Like, I know it
the
took place,
dark
but I
power
don't remember
Belladonna has given us.
how it happens.
Okay.
Let's get it done,
No,
Ben.
they're just like, hey, we got to do this for Belladonna. This is our last chance.
Mm-hmm.
Secret attack, evil fusion.
Round, ring around the rosy.
I'm pretty sure it's the same fight though, because they start fused, and then after a while they split. Only this time you have to take their health all the way down,
Okay.
whereas earlier you
first
just take
time
it
they
down for a
escape.
bit and then they just escape. This time you got to take
So
them
this
all
is
the way down.
the full battle.
Yes. The full big fight in the desert.
Charlotte waddles over with her nunchucks.
Whammy at him. Whammy at him. Whammy at him.
She's very much the Scrappy-Doo of the game.
Oh my God, she really is.
Like, you don't...
Da-da-da-da-da!
You
Charlotte's power!
you don't want to like her, but you kind of end up getting a little bit attached.
You are like the only person I've ever heard speak positive about Scrappy-Doo.
Oh, no, I don't like him at all.
People consider Scrappy-Doo like the Jar Jar of like Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. Which I feel really bad for Jar Jar. I do. Like, he wasn't my favorite, but I don't think he, like, killed the movie.
I feel bad
like,
for the actor.
Yeah.
Ahmed Best.
Absolutely.
Like, he suffered a Great Depression, attempted suicide.
Yeah. Which should never happen.
No.
They're actors. Like, that is not who they are as people. Leave them be.
They
like,
did that with Ahmed Best. They did that
Yeah.
with Jake Lloyd, the little kid who played Anakin.
They did that with the, I don't know his name, sorry, but Joffrey, the kid that played Joffrey. He, like, retired from acting altogether.
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, he, like, receives death threats. And I'm like, guys, are you dumb enough to think that he's actually, like,
Oh, yes.
Joffrey? Like, he's an actor.
Are
know?
you dumb? Yes.
It's funny, I was watching an
I
interview.
work in customer service. They're dumb enough.
True. I was watching an interview with him when he announced that he was retiring from acting, and he was like, yeah, people, like, send me death threats, and, yeah, I have to have bodyguards a lot of the time because people, like, try to attack him when he's out in public.
Yeah.
And he's like, honestly, like, it's annoying, but there's no greater honor of being an actor and people being like, they hate him that much. He was like,
Yeah.
that just means I did my job.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's such a good way to look at it, but I mean, like, he should not have to be afraid to go outside when, you know, getting attacked. Like,
the last 5 years.
well, because that's the thing, he retired. He,
Yes.
like, went into hiding.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, he went into, like, academics, I believe.
Yeah. Because he was still pretty young. He was, like, 27. He was, like,
That.
mid-20s.
Yeah, I think he'd be, like, in his late 20s now.
Yeah.
He was a bit younger than me.
Yeah, I know he's younger than us, but he's not a little kid. Like,
No.
he looks very young, but he's not as young as he looks.
Right.
Because he also played the little boy in Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I need Batman. Where'd I get him?
I know.
Gotta save Ned Stark.
I love it when people cross-reference things. They do it all the time when, like, Supernatural.
Anything with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Anything. Like, the Patriot is Lucius Malfoy
Yeah.
going after the Joker from Batman.
Well, like, I love the ones from Supernatural. Like, there's an episode of Supernatural where John Winchester, the dad, had an affair, which wasn't really an affair because his wife was dead. But, like, he got together with this woman, and there was a picture of him holding a baseball bat. And it was like Supernatural tried to warn you, Walking Dead, because he plays in The Walking Dead. He
Yeah.
has Lucille, the baseball bat.
Yeah, Negan.
Yeah. So they're like, Supernatural tried to warn you. And then later on, they had another, like, crossover moment where Dean grabs Lucille out of the trunk of the car and he goes, man, Dad would have loved this thing. Like, I'm just like, I see what you did there.
All right, we got them. Bill and Ben are out of here. Kevin poses like he wants to be a Power Ranger.
He does. I want to be a Power Ranger.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Did you ever watch Power Rangers?
I did. I don't remember anything about it, but I
Okay.
did watch it.
I remember, like, the plots of some of the movies.
Yeah, I
the
remember-
arcade
yeah.
game, and I remember the Super Nintendo video game, which has a banger of a soundtrack. Oh my god. Most people don't really like the rock of the Super Nintendo sound chip, but the composer for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers video game really hits it out of the park. Like, I like Super Nintendo for like atmospheric and like pseudo orchestral in a way. Like,
I
there's
remember
some nostalgia themes to it that sound
chunks
nice.
and tidbits of the movie. Like, I remember the ooze, the purple ooze.
Ivan Ooze, yep.
I remember them like finding the Black Ranger, not like the African American guy, but like the actual like Black Power Ranger. He wore like the black suit.
I thought Black Ranger was just one of the normal ones. What do you mean by found? It
I
was
don't,
the
like-
White Ranger they were
Oh,
after.
okay. Maybe
'Cause
that's
he
what
was
it
the
was.
Green Ranger who became the White Ranger.
Okay, yeah. And he's the Native American guy.
Yes, Tommy.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't remember everything, but I remember like snippets. Because I remember them being in like almost like the Grand Canyon type setting with like all the rocks and the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where he was at. And
And
there's
the
like
statues come alive.
yeah, and there's like a bird. I don't know if it's an eagle or a hawk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So like I remember the vibe of it, but I don't remember all the details.
Yeah.
So
Like, I'm the same way. I remember some things,
Yeah.
and like the more you talk, the more it comes back to me.
Right.
And I'm just like, okay, I remember that.
So I remember not liking the Pink Ranger. I thought she was annoying.
Kimberly.
But I really like the yellow one.
Kimberly was like one of my earliest crushes as a little tyke.
Well, I feel like she was for most people. She was that.
Tommy was a crush for most young girls
Yeah.
growing up.
She was. Kimberly was the.
The actor
She
for
was-
Tommy fully embraced like the Power Ranger. He was a total geek
Yeah.
for it.
Kimberly, I feel like, is the girl that comedian was talking about. Where she's the one that I would want to go and comment on Instagram and be like, people say I look just like you. To watch her lose her soul through her eyeballs, like.
Well, I mean, she's like just a unknown actor and
Yeah.
actress now that's only known for Power Rangers, which is funny because at the time she wanted to branch out from Power Rangers
Yeah.
and got quite upset when people would just talk about nothing
Yeah.
but Power Rangers. To where it went full circle to where it's just like, well, this is all I'm known
Yeah.
for. So here we go.
I feel like if you're going to be a part of a nerd culture film, you have to love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, especially now.
Yeah.
Whereas like in the 80s and 90s, people didn't really know how thick it would go.
Yeah. I guess I can understand that, but it's just like now, if someone is like, yeah, I'm gonna act in Doctor Who, you better love Doctor Who
Yup.
because that is like a no joke fandom. Just like if you are gonna act in Supernatural, you better love Supernatural because
Oh yeah. If
Like-
you're part of the MCU, you
Yeah.
better love the
yeah,
MCU.
because that
Your
is
ass
your
is
life
grass.
now. Like,
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly.
I think one of my favorite.
Why do you think people are so stingy with Star Wars?
I think one of my favorite memes is a picture of Natalie Portman wearing a shirt in the Star Wars font that says "Stop War," and there are comments that are like, "I bet she's never even seen Star Wars," and I'm like, she was in it. I like Natalie Portman.
I saw this movie at our store that was curious that she's in. It's called like Annihilation. Yeah, it has her, Oscar Isaacs, and like quite a few, but like it's a post-apocalyptic setting, and there's like some like creatures and stuff, and they gotta go in and retrieve something. I'm probably describing it very poorly, but again, this is just like
Describe movies badly.
yeah, a movie that I saw on a shelf, and I was just like, huh.
I don't know. I'm weird. I really, really appreciate and love actors that do things outside of acting.
Okay.
Like, she's classically trained in the violin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that's really cool. She's really smart. Like,
So like George Clooney, who does a lot of tequila, sells a lot of tequila, or not that kind.
I mean, I respect that. I
Okay.
do, because I know he worked very hard to build his tequila brand.
Yes.
But so has every single actor or actress that has a line of liquor or wine.
Yes.
Like, so I'm just kind of like,
Okay.
do something better.
So that's a different category.
Like, I have respect there because
Yeah.
that's not, an easy thing to do. You know, you do have to understand and know flavor palettes, but
Shoot, what's his name? Voices Randall. He's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. He was a firefighter, and
Yeah.
during 9/11,
he like left the set
left the set
to go
help
help.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget his name.
I know exactly who you're talking about. He's the older guy.
Is it Steve Buscemi?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Buscemi. Yep. So like that was really
Yeah, like I love it. I love when celebrities show everyone they are actual people that do things that's not acting.
You know
Like
what I don't love?
almost normal things, you know?
Oh, I get you.
You know?
You know what I don't love?
Attacks like this.
Time in this frickin' area.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't this difficult on easy.
I mean, I'm doing my best. We got like Captain Ducks here, which sounds like a superhero name.
Captain Duck!
Or no, that guy's name was like Howard the Duck or something. I did not know he was part of the MCU.
I want to be like Captain Mallard!
Cause like I remember that being like a George Lucas movie from like the 80s, I want to say.
I don't
Maybe
even
even
know.
late 70s. But like, yeah, Howard the Duck, and he appears in Endgame. He just has a gun, and it's a blink if you miss a cameo.
Yeah.
But apparently he's in Avengers Endgame.
Well, I feel like in Endgame, every single character in the Marvel Universe ever was there. Somewhere in that little crowd.
Most of them. There were a couple that were left out, but yeah,
What are there?
the X-Men, the Fantastic Four.
Well, I mean, like, the X-Men, I guess, but, like, technically the Scarlet Witch is a mutant.
Good point. Quicksilver wasn't there.
Well, he's dead.
Who cares?
Oh, he did.
They got all the other stones.
We must continue to triumph.
Interesting. I wonder why they did that.
I don't know. They probably want Howard the Duck to be part of the MCU eventually. Part of their Phase 4 program.
They're like, oh, yes, we're going to make an entire 4-part series. Because why not?
Yeah, really, because why not? Well, I am so far behind on the MCU, and you know the fun part? I don't care.
I don't even care that I don't care. Like, I have fully 102% accepted that I have grown out of a lot of the things that I really love.
Well, that's good.
Star Wars. I'm perfectly fine rewatching the OG Star Wars
Yep.
and not watching the new ones.
Go
Marvel,
no further. Unless you want me to throw
All right,
in
Belladonna.
flames.
Ghostbusters.
We're here to stop. Yeah. Yeah, with Ghostbusters, I'm just like, and it's sealed.
Yeah,
Jurassic Park is another one.
Yeah.
I'm fine with Jurassic Park.
like
There are more of you?
pretty much every Disney
This is
movie
not
ever.
over yet.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I've just accepted that,
That was
it's
a
time
hard pill to
that
swallow.
it's time to rewatch. That the new stuff's just not for me.
Hurt.
I'm gonna make my own shit.
She's unconscious.
Terminator. God, Terminator.
Can't leave her in this weak state
That's
for
the
long.
problem. We gotta watch Terminator, and then we stop after the second one.
Something managed to break the curse.
The other movies didn't happen.
Jessica's been wearing
Doesn't
Didn't
matter.
happen.
They tried to restart it 3 times.
her body and soul
Fuck
are
it.
both at their limits. She needs rest.
All right, so
Hang
we
in
saved
there,
Jessica. There you go, Hawkeye. Hawkeye to the rescue!
I just think it's weird that
Oh,
like
Hawkeye. Hawkeye's the other series that like just started apparently.
yeah,
The Hawkeye
I don't
series.
give a shit.
I don't either.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't care.
She's trying to release the energy.
They have
Give
like
less of a
8
shit than the Black Widow movie.
Good luck.
like you want to talk about fan baiting from things like Ghostbusters.
Uh-huh.
That's just all of it now. Just everything that comes out is fan baiting. Just
Yeah. Because
there's-
nostalgia sells.
There's no new original ideas.
There are. It's just
They're
they're
just
hard
shadowed
to come
shadowed over all of the remakes and continuations and
by. But
accentuations.
yeah, like
and
someone
just,
went and like the top like 5 movies of the past like 2 to 3 years have been nothing but like nostalgic reboots.
foiled.
or like an entry. There was nothing even remotely close.
Luckily, I used the
Like
souls of
Lion
Bil
King
and Ben in
2019,
place of hers.
gag me. Avengers Endgame, all right, fair enough.
Providing me
Like
with
Star Wars,
eternity. One
Force
step
Awakens.
closer to the sun.
I think Last Jedi did good as well.
All hail
Not
his
critically,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about financially, which is all that matters at the end of the day. 4-hour Justice League movie.
Oh my god.
Yippee.
I just can't. Like, I can't do it.
Well, we were trying to get into the 2.5-hour Dune movie, but we missed the
I
mark.
know. We put it off so long that they took it off HBO, and now I'm like, well,
Well, guess that's not happening anytime soon.
Everyone is after the sword.
I wanted to do a comparison from the movie to the book.
Yeah,
Uh,
a little beyond the book. So
But
that
we'll have
has
to-
been postponed.
we'll have to wait until we can see the movie.
Yeah. The next Beyond the Book is actually the Phantom Toll Booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next one we're going to be doing. So look forward to that.
Yes.
Can't wait until Hollywood scrounges that one up from the rubble and be
I
like,
know.
oh, we could use this. This copyright still persists.
Yeah. I just,
Let's
Woof.
start the Netflix series of that. That's why it's like,
That's actually a video I
on the
would
one
really like
hand,
to do.
it's
'cause
cute to
I-
do like the
I think
Page
it would
Master,
be
but on
way
the other
better.
hand, it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to happen.
It really doesn't. But
It had its time. By the way, I just want to say that even though Salamander has a really cool design, I think he's the worst actor of the whole goddamn production.
I was not expecting his voice.
It is not good. Like, if you're gonna say gra, you gotta be like, ah! Ah! This guy's kind of like, ah!
Ah.
Or better yet, a stock sound of like a creature.
Water found.
Yeah.
Where do we go next?
Something like that.
Go southeast from Bosena.
See, I feel like they wanted what you would give them, but they paid for what I would give them. Ah.
I don't know. I've had a couple clients be like, wow, you're really good, so talented. Cool, these are my rates. You're not that good. I'm like, jeez.
I mean, I get the same thing with art. They're like, oh, wow, I love your art so much. And I'm like, well, it's for sale. These are the prices. And they're like, wow, I wouldn't pay for that. I mean, I thought you would just give it to me and I would tell people that you did it.
Yeah.
And give you exposure.
It's like, exposure's really gonna heat up my plate.
I know. I'm like, exposure tastes amazing.
Hi, I'd like to pay this credit card bill with exposure. It doesn't work that way. Fuck.
That's an American Dad skit.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like,
Why is my humor so Seth MacFarlane, but I don't notice
I don't
until
know.
you pull.
well, because I don't think you've watched American Dad, but there's
No.
one where like,
Not religiously like I
pay
have
the bills
Family
with the
Guy or
love of the
South Park.
family.
Okay.
Through me. You should continue
Hello,
your
Capital One.
magic.
I'd like to pay this bill with the love of my family. Oh, you won't take that? Oh. Wow. Yeah,
Allow me.
Oh, that's rich.
I love it.
All right, so a side note, we're not done with the Fiery Gorge. We will be returning later when all the Benevodons awaken. In fact, we're going to be returning to quite a few of these areas when the
Yes.
Benevodons awaken. And the going gets even tougher.
That was pretty close to my nervous line.
Oh boy, you haven't done that in a while, which is good. That means
I've
I'm
only ever
scared
done
of
it to you once. You have only ever heard that laugh one time while we were driving.
Was every other time just me imitating you
Yes.
doing that? Okay.
Yes.
It's
I'll be like,
I
you're
heard
making
that,
me
I'm just
nervous,
like,
and then
oh,
you'll
calm
go,
down.
oh, like, ha-ha. Just like, no. I got real nervous while you were driving in the snow,
Yes.
and you thought I was joking.
Yeah, then you made that noise, and I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, she's serious.
The magic
I'm not a very good passenger.
Nah. Some people aren't. It's okay.
Well, because I've never had to be the passenger.
And now you are.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes
I've gotten
if
better.
you're
Now I
like,
just close my
do you want to
eyes.
drive or should I drive? You could just be like, I don't feel like being a passenger today. I'm driving. You can always do
I mainly
say
like
that.
throw it out there because I know I do drive a lot,
Yeah.
and I know sometimes like you just want to listen to your music and be behind the wheel.
Horrible at me.
Yeah, and be behind the wheel. Like, I think for me it's a control issue. Like, because I know the like dimensions of my car. I know where I will fit, where I will not fit.
Gotcha.
Like, I know the roads well, so I just get really nervous when I'm not in control of the vehicle.
My dad's the same way. Oh, you didn't hit the brakes when I would have hit the brakes?
You're a threat.
Oh, that's a big thing. I'm like, is he gonna stop? Is he gonna stop? Jesus Christ, is he gonna stop? And then we get right up on the stop sign, and you're like, stop! Oh God, I'm gonna die!
Oh, we're fine. Shut up. Everything was fine.
Well, I mean, there's things that I do driving that make me nervous too. I don't exactly know what they are, but
Most of it is just like the aggressive merging. And
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
like, don't try to out-aggressive someone, please.
yeah, I'm a very aggressive driver.
Not in this neighborhood. Not on this street, please.
Oh, there's a bridge down the road from us that is down to one lane.
Oh my god.
And you have to take turns.
If I was in the passenger seat, I would have been sweating.
I wouldn't have done it if you were in the passenger seat. So I was coming home and it was my turn to go, and the car on the other side decided they were gonna go, and I was like, not on your life, bitch. And I went and we met in the middle. And they're like honking their horn and they're yelling at me, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. I'm not doing it. It is my turn. And like we had like a stalemate for like 5 minutes. And eventually, as this woman is like screaming at me, I just pulled my book out of my purse and just like started reading my book so that she could see I was reading a book. And I was like, my turn, bitch. Learn how to take turns.
Oh boy. All right. So yeah, learn how to take turns.
Hashtag aggressive.
Because the next turn is another part. See you next time.
Doodles.